Let's talk apples. Not just any apples, but the ones that fill your fruit bowl, your lunchbox, and maybe even your favorite pie. Apples are everywhere. And they're so common that it's easy to forget just how much work goes into getting them from the tree to your table. You see them everywhere: grocery stores, lunchboxes, pies. They're a staple in kitchens around the world, a symbol of health, and a go-to snack for millions. But have you ever stopped to wonder how all those apples actually get there, looking so perfect and tasting so good? Behind every crisp bite is a massive, complex business. It's a global industry that spans continents, employs thousands, and relies on a blend of tradition and cutting-edge science. From the moment an apple is just a twinkle in a farmer's eye, there's a whole world of planning and precision at work. We're not talking about a backyard tree that gives you a few apples each fall. That's charming, but it's a whole different world from what it takes to feed cities and countries. We're talking about millions of trees, carefully managed and cultivated, stretching as far as the eye can see. These orchards are living factories, producing fruit on a scale that's hard to imagine. You can't just plant seeds and hope for the best. If you did, you'd end up with a wild, unpredictable mix of apples, most of which wouldn't taste anything like the ones you love. That would give you a wild mix of apples, most of them disappointing. Some might be sour, others mealy, and only a rare few would be worth eating. Consistency is key, and that's where science steps in. To get the Honeycrisps and Granny Smiths we love, farmers use a precise, scientific process that starts years before you see any fruit. It's all about control, choosing the right varieties and making sure every tree produces exactly what's expected. It's not just farming, it's manufacturing, outdoors with living products. Every tree is monitored, pruned, and cared for season after season to ensure the best possible harvest. So how do you go from a single branch to an orchard of 1,000,000 identical trees? It's a process that combines old-world techniques with modern technology, and it all starts with a single, carefully chosen branch. It's a story of cloning, careful cultivation, and scale. Farmers don't just grow apples, they replicate the very best ones over and over to create orchards full of identical, high-quality fruit. We'll show you how farmers pick varieties, build new trees from two parts, and raise them for the big leagues. It's a delicate dance of selection, grafting, and nurturing, all aimed at producing the perfect apple. This is a world of specialized labs, sprawling nurseries, and people who get their hands dirty. Scientists and farmers work side by side, blending biology and hard labor to make sure every apple meets the highest standards. It's a testament to human ingenuity, telling a tree what fruit to make, protecting it from pests and disease, and giving it the best start in life. Every step is carefully planned, from the first cut to the final harvest. Next time you bite into an apple, remember, it's the result of years of planning, science, and hard work. That crunch is the sound of dedication, innovation, and a little bit of magic from the orchard. And it all starts with one big decision: what kind of apple to grow. That choice shapes everything that follows, from the orchard to your kitchen table. Before planting a single tree, every apple farmer faces a crucial decision: what kind of apple should they grow? This choice isn't just about personal preference or what tastes best on a summer afternoon, it's a decision that can make or break a farm's future. It's not just about taste, it's about business. Market demand is everything. Is Honeycrisp the hot seller this year, flying off the shelves at markets and grocery stores? Or is Granny Smith the variety everyone wants for pies and snacks? Farmers have to keep a close eye on trends, consumer preferences, and even export opportunities. But it doesn't stop there. Climate is a key factor too. Some apples thrive in chilly northern climates, needing a long winter chill to set fruit. Others crave warmth and sunshine, growing best in milder regions. Plant the wrong variety in the wrong place, and you could be looking at years of wasted effort and a business in trouble. But here's a secret most people don't see: the real magic happens underground, with the rootstock. The rootstock determines how big the tree will grow, how well it resists disease, and how firmly it anchors in the soil. It's the hidden engine of every apple tree. Dwarf rootstocks create small, manageable trees, perfect for high-density orchards where space and efficiency matter. More vigorous rootstocks grow into tall, sprawling trees, just like the classic orchards of the past. The real art is in matching the right scion, the apple variety you want, with the right rootstock. This combination is everything. Think of it like building a custom car. The scion is the body, giving you the look and flavor you want, while the rootstock is the engine, driving performance and reliability. That's why farmers spend months researching, consulting with experts, and even running small test plots to see which combinations work best in their unique conditions. A single wrong choice can set a farm back years, costing not just money but also hope and hard work. But when you get it right, when the perfect apple meets the perfect rootstock, the results are nothing short of magical. Healthy trees, abundant fruit, and a thriving orchard. This one decision shapes the orchard for decades, influencing every harvest and every season to come. It's the foundation of the entire apple industry, supporting farms big and small across the world. Get it right, and you're building a legacy that can last for generations, passing down knowledge and success. But get it wrong, and all you're left with is a field of disappointment, a hard lesson in the importance of choosing wisely. With the apple and rootstock chosen, it's time to prep the land. No small task. Apple trees need well-drained soil. Too much water and roots rot. Farmers use heavy machinery to shape the land, add drainage, and create gentle slopes. Soil samples go to labs for analysis. Based on results, farmers add compost, lime, or fertilizer to create ideal conditions. Irrigation is installed, usually drip systems that deliver water right to the roots, saving water and reducing disease. Rows are marked with GPS precision, ensuring perfect spacing for the chosen tree size. Dwarf trees go close together for high-density planting. Bigger trees need more space. Every detail is planned before a single tree is planted. This groundwork is what makes a 1,000,000-tree orchard possible. It's months of hard labor for decades of harvest. The right start means healthy trees and big yields. Skimp here and you pay for it later. Preparation is everything. Where do all these apple trees come from? Not seeds. Those are genetic wildcards. To get identical apples, farmers use grafting, joining two plants so they grow as one. The rootstock is a strong, disease-resistant base. The scion is a branch from the desired apple variety. A skilled grafter makes precise cuts, fits the pieces together, and wraps the union to heal. The cambium layers must touch. If they do, the tree fuses and grows as one. The rootstock controls size and health. The scion determines the fruit. Every branch from the scion is a perfect clone of the parent tree. Grafting is the backbone of modern orchards. Consistency, quality, and scale. It's part surgery, part art, and all about precision. This ancient technique powers the apple industry today. Without grafting, there'd be no Honeycrisp as you know it. Why not just plant seeds? Because seeds are unpredictable. Each seed is a genetic mix, no guarantee of good apples. Farmers need millions of identical apples. Grafting delivers that consistency. Grafted trees also bear fruit faster, just 2 to 4 years versus up to a decade from seed. That's money in the bank much sooner. Grafting lets farmers control tree size with specific rootstocks. Dwarf trees for easy picking and high yields. Seeds grow into huge, hard-to-manage trees. Grafting also boosts disease resistance. A tasty but vulnerable scion can be paired with a tough rootstock. The result, delicious apples on resilient trees. Less need for chemicals, more reliable harvests. Grafting is about control, speed, and survival. It's the only way to build a modern orchard. Seeds are for surprises, grafting is for business. After grafting, baby trees head to the nursery, a school for saplings. Here they get perfect care water, nutrients, and protection from pests. Workers prune and train the trees, shaping strong trunks and good branch structure. The goal: healthy, straight, productive trees ready for the orchard. After 1 or 2 years, they're dug up, bundled, and stored cold until spring. Nurseries are massive, specialized operations, growing hundreds of thousands of trees for farmers. This is where the next generation of orchards begins. To meet demand, the industry uses tissue culture, growing thousands of identical plantlets from a few cells in a lab. These clones become rootstocks, then head to nurseries for grafting. Specialized labs, nurseries, and growers work together in a vast supply chain. Every batch is tracked and labeled: variety, rootstock, graft date, and origin. This traceability is crucial for quality control. If problems arise, farmers can trace issues back to the source. Mass production meets meticulous record-keeping. That's how you grow millions of trees year after year. Spring is planting season. Dormant saplings arrive from the nursery, bundled and tagged. Crews race to plant them before they wake up. Each tree is placed with the graft union above the soil, crucial for size control and disease resistance. The first years are all about care: watering, fertilizing, and keeping weeds at bay. Young trees are pruned and trained often onto trellis systems for support and sunlight. Every detail matters. Shape, spacing, and support set the stage for future harvests. High-density orchards use trellises and wires to guide growth and maximize yield. The investment is huge, but so is the payoff. This is the final step in building the apple factory. From here, it's all about growing strong and producing fruit. The orchard is ready for its first real test. After years of patient work, careful tending, and anticipation, the first harvest finally arrives. It's a moment of pride and relief for every grower, marking the culmination of seasons spent nurturing each tree from a tiny sapling to a fruit-laden giant. Crews move through the rows, picking apples by hand. Each apple is gently twisted off the branch, not just to protect the fruit, but also to safeguard the delicate buds that will become next year's crop. This careful technique ensures the orchard's future productivity. The freshly picked apples are placed into huge wooden bins, then transported to the packing house. Here, the real journey begins as the apples are prepared for market. In the packing facility, high-tech cameras and sensors scan each apple for size, color, and blemishes. This technology ensures only the best apples make it to store shelves, while others are sorted for different uses. Perfect apples are packed for stores, while those with minor imperfections are set aside for juice, sauce, or dried snacks. Nothing goes to waste. Every apple is valued and finds a purpose. This efficient sorting process maximizes the farmer's return and ensures that every apple, regardless of appearance, contributes to the orchard's success. Here are a few pro tips. Using greenhouses for young grafts gives them a head start, protecting them from harsh weather and pests during their most vulnerable stage. Another tip, partnering with neighboring growers to share equipment can dramatically cut costs and make expensive machinery more accessible, especially for smaller operations. To truly stand out, consider growing unique or heirloom apple varieties. Local markets and restaurants are always searching for something different, and these special apples can command premium prices and loyal customers. Remember, success in apple growing is about more than just planting trees. It's about smart planning, understanding your market, and finding your own niche in a competitive industry. The journey from branch to bin is long and full of challenges, but every step, from planting to picking to packing, matters in delivering quality fruit. Behind every apple is a story of science, sweat, and strategy. It's a team effort, blending traditional know-how with modern technology and research. So next time you take a bite of a crisp apple, remember the journey it took to get there, the hands that picked it, the minds that planned it, and the care that went into every step. That's the real magic of apples, connecting people, places, and generations through a simple, delicious fruit. And it all starts with a single, well-made decision, a seed of hope planted in the earth, growing into something truly extraordinary.